Breaking overnight, 4 people are displaced this morning after a residential fire broke out shortly after midnight. Savannah fire crews were dispatched to Brick Hill Circle, where they say smoke and flames were visible upon arrival. It took around 25 minutes to get that fire under control. Meanwhile, the Savannah Police Department is asking you to be on the lookout for a detainee who escaped custody Saturday afternoon. According to SPD, 24-year-old Stanley A. Smith escaped from officers at a hospital. Police say he was last seen at around 12:30 Saturday afternoon on East 67th Street. Smith has a cross tattoo on his forehead, left cheekbone and right cheekbone. He was last seen wearing a camouflage hoodie, black sweatpants, black socks, without shoes. If you have any information on Smith's whereabouts, you're asked to call 911 or contact Crime Stoppers at number 912-234-2020. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation has issued a correction after mistakenly reporting that a shooting victim had died. Claxton police responded Wednesday night to reports of shots fired near Terrell Street, where they say 48-year-old Jonathan O'Neill Gaines was found injured inside a vehicle. Gaines was taken to the hospital, where authorities say he remains on life support. Savannah is mourning the loss of a culinary king. Chef Joe Randall passed away on Saturday at the age of 79. His daughter Carrie made the announcement on Facebook, saying in part, quote, "My dad was a giant among men and women." Chef Joe Randall, affectionately known as the Dean of Southern Cuisine, was the man, the myth, and the legend, a husband, a father, a friend, a mentor, and so much more. He can now take his well-deserved rest, end quote. In 2016, Chef Randall earned a spot in the prestigious National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. In 2023, he received the James Beard Foundation's Cookbook Hall of Fame Award for his publication, A Taste of Heritage, the New African American Cuisine. Funeral arrangements are forthcoming. Coming up on 3 minutes after 6 o'clock, it is Monday morning. We are taking a live look from our Savannah cam out over General McIntosh Boulevard. Storm Team 3 meteorologist Alyssa Carsey is in the Weather Center with our weather on the threes. Good morning, Alyssa.
Hey, good morning, Kim. We're starting off the day still with lingering clouds right behind yesterday's cold front, though the good news is we're done tracking the chance of rain. So you can leave the umbrella at home today, though of course keep the sunglasses around, because gradually as we head throughout the day, high pressure is going to move in, and that's what's going to allow for that lovely sunshine we saw all throughout our Valentine's Day on Saturday to gradually return. 56 degrees for that temperature currently here in Savannah, to 49 degrees in Sylvania. So we're starting to see temperatures cool down just a little bit behind the front as we're now tracking more of a northerly to eventually a northeasterly wind. That will keep temperatures right around average throughout the afternoon before we head into the rest of the week as we're tracking that warm up. So a comfortable, mild afternoon day with lots of sunshine for us to enjoy out there, especially as we head past those early morning hours. 67 degrees is the high today here in Savannah, to 66 in Pembroke, and 62 degrees on Hilton Head. Now as we head through the rest of the week, we're tracking our highs warming up, 70s through Wednesday, 80s by the end of the week, and then by Friday we're tracking the possibility of near record warmth. We'll talk about all that and more coming up in just around 10 minutes.
Thank you, Alyssa. A heads up today, the City of Beaufort offices are closed in observance of President's Day. Trash pickup for Monday routes will continue as normal. Emergency services are still available. Chatham County offices are also closed today. Essential services will keep operating and yard waste collection will maintain a normal schedule. Regular business hours start again tomorrow morning. Happening today, a protest is planned this morning in Swainsboro following the conviction of a man in a 2023 shooting involving a local law enforcement investigator. Last week, an Emmanuel County jury found Miel Marion guilty in that case. News 3's WSAV's Genevieve Lund is live this morning in the newsroom with more on how supporters say they plan to gather outside the courthouse to voice their concerns about the verdict and sentence. Good morning, Genevieve.
Good morning, Kim. Emotions are running high in Swainsboro as supporters of Marion plan to rally outside the Emmanuel County Courthouse later this morning. Now, this demonstration comes just days after he was sentenced to 25 years, 12 of those which would be served in prison and the remainder to be on probation. Now, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the case dates back to September 2023. Officers with the Swainsboro Police Department and the Emmanuel County Sheriff's Office were serving a drug search warrant on Colgrove Drive when investigators say Marion fired a weapon from inside the home. Investigator Dakota Lamb was struck in the shoulder and later recovered from his injuries. Marion was arrested and charged with aggravated assault, and on Friday, an Emmanuel County jury convicted him of aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. District Attorney Tripp Fitzner announced the conviction following the trial, and family members and supporters, however, argue Marion acted out of fear and believe the sentence was too harsh. WSAV has learned the protest is scheduled for 10 a.m. this morning outside the Emmanuel County Courthouse in Swainsboro following the verdict on February 13th. And supporters say that they plan for this rally to be peaceful outside the courthouse and that we'll have the latest updates on air and online as our team for WSAV will be out there later this morning. Reporting here in the newsroom, Genevieve Lund, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Thank you, Genevieve. Developing now, Chatham County has officially deemed the live oak tree in Savannah an exceptional tree just days after the community protested Georgia Power's threat to cut it down. The 300-year-old live oak sits in the front yard of a home, homeowners say, when they received the news from Georgia Power that there were plans to cut it down. They took it to social media, though. Georgia Power responded, saying they need the space for high-voltage transmission lines to help meet infrastructure growth. Friday night, homeowners received news saying Chatham County arborists will now consider the tree an exceptional tree, meaning it is now a public landmark and will be protected from destruction.
Wednesday, 3 days ago, he came by and he said, "We're cutting the tree down Monday." And I don't think they believe that we will have the support that we have.
And we didn't either. I mean, social media, neither one of us do it. We posted it on Facebook and it just took off with other people interested in this tree, you know. And so it's a very significant tree. Anyone that's been here knows that. So.
Now, WSAV did reach out to Georgia Power to see how the exceptional tree title would affect their removal plans. We are still waiting to hear back. The community came together at First African Baptist Church over the weekend to talk about leading the development of Yamacraw Village. Saturday's meeting covered the history of the land and the 1938 demolition of approximately 1,300 homes that were replaced with what is now known as Yamacraw Village. Elder Ned Williams urged caution as the housing authority seeks a 99-year-old ground lease, suggesting a community-led approach instead. He says he thinks full cooperation can help solve the problem. Looking ahead to a fun two-day event that is for a great cause, we are talking about the 24th annual Candler Clays. Later this month, clay shooting teams will go head-to-head at the Palmetto Club. The event also includes a charity auction. There will be a low country boil at the Forest City Gun Club. Since it was founded, the event has raised more than $2.7 million to support advancements in cancer care at the Nancy N. and J.C. Lewis Cancer and Research Pavilion. The charity live auction is this Friday on February 20th at the Palmetto Club. The shooting competition and low country boil is the following day at the Forest City Gun Club. Tickets are now available. The Savannah Black Heritage Festival continues tomorrow, the opening and reception of the 25th annual New Beginning Art Exhibition. The exhibit celebrates the talents of young artists throughout the Savannah-Chatham County Public School System. The opening will be held at 6 p.m. at the Dr. Otis S. Johnson Cultural Arts Center. WSAV is a proud media sponsor of the festival.